Today let's check out three beautiful illustrated storybooks. These are Forgotten Fairy Tales and Brave and Brilliant Girls collection released by Usborne, which are part of the illustrated story collection series, which contain beautiful illustrated stories in them. These three books are available as paperback and hardcover books. This is the hardcover version of the books. All three books are of similar shape and size. They are comparatively larger in size compared to the regular other books from the illustrated story collection series. These three books contain amazing and inspirational stories with beautiful illustrations to inspire any child to be all they can be. Let's check each book. The first book is the Usborne Forgotten Fairy Tales of Brave and Brilliant Girls. So here's the front, beautifully designed. This is the first book released out of the three books. This was released in the year 2019. Here on the back, some introduction. This book costs around £12.99 and 22.95 Canadian dollars. In India, you can get this book for $6.99 MRP. I got this book for around $4.99 on Amazon. Here's the end page in plain red color. Beautiful side designs with leaves, shrubs and all you can find. And here are the contents. So here's the Forgotten Fairy Tales, foreword by Kate Pankhurst. So introducing, later an introduction. Next comes the stories. So the stories are The Daring Princess, The Sleeping Prince, Snow White and Rose Red, Clever Molly, Kate Crackernuts, The Nettle Princess, The Wise Princess, Fearless Fiona and The Spellbound Knight. So these are the stories or contents in this book. So here's the foreword of the book here. And introduction. The font size and all very beautiful. The side designs, vine-like designs are very attractive. And here's the start of the story. On the left there is a picture of the story and down is an introduction about the source of the story. And here the story with beautiful designs and font. In between there are a lot of colored illustrations. These are the Forgotten Fairy Tales, so most of them are not popular and not known. We know the Sleeping Beauty but not the Sleeping Prince. So this is the Sleeping Prince, which is a Spanish fairy tale. Lot of amazing illustrations which are very attractive to young children. Here's the Snow White and Rose Red from Brothers Grimm. Usually Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs are the famous story, but this is the Snow White and Rose Red. The next is Clever Molly, which is a Scottish tale. Next, the Great Cracker Nuts, also a Scottish tale. The Nettle Princess from Brothers Grimm. If you want to know the complete Brothers Grimm and other Hans Christian Andersen Irish fairy tales, you can check out my video about the Barnes and Noble leather-bound collection series about the fairy tales, which contain all the works of the authors. Here only some they have given, only the forgotten one. The next is The Wise Princess by William Shakespeare. We usually know like Romeo and Juliet. So this is The Wise Princess by Shakespeare. And here's The Fearless Fiona and the Spellbound Knight. So this is a tale from Scottish bard. The book is around 210 pages totally. And here's also the similar end page in red. So this is the Usborne Forgotten Fairy Tales of Brave and Brilliant Girls. The next book is the Usborne Tales of Brave and Brilliant Girls from Around the World. Here's the front design. The spine, and here the back with some introduction about the book. This book also costs £12.99 and 22.95 Canadian dollars. So in India you can get this book for 1050. Sometimes you can get for 699, but since this is a recently released last year book, it's quite costlier. I got this book also for $4.99 on Amazon, which is a great deal, I find. So here's the end page in green here. Everything is similar to the other book. The font, designs and all. Here are the contents. An introduction first and about the stories. And here the stories are Mulan, Nana Bolele. I don't know whether I am pronouncing it proper or not. Then Vasilisa and Prince Vladimir. Moremi and the Ugangans. The Legend of Tokoyo, the Dragon Slayer, the Sleep Watchers, the Warrior Queen. So these are the contents in this book. So here's an introduction, then about the stories. Their origin has been given in this book like this, as a paragraph. Then just like the other book, on the left side there's a picture of the story and its origin. And here the start of a story, in between beautiful illustrations and all you can find. So this is Mulan. The next is Nana Bolele. So this is a southern African folk tale. Vasilisa and Prince Vladimir, Russian folk tale. Majority of the stories in this book are not heard at all. At least I have not heard. Many are very interesting when I read them. Moremi and the Gangans, a Nigerian folk tale. The Legend of Tokoyo, a Japanese tale. The Sleepwalkers, Irish tale. The Warrior Queen. So this is an Indian tale. This book is around 192 page. This book was released in the year, just last year, 2020. So this is the Usborne tales of brave and brilliant girls from around the world. The first book in the Brave and Brilliant Girls collection. And the last book in today's video, the Usborne Forgotten Fairy Tales of Kindness and Courage. Beautifully designed front. This book is recently released this year in 2021. Here on the back, an introduction, beautiful picture from the story, and the same cost, £12.99 and 22.95 Canadian dollars. So MRP 1050. I got this book very cheaply on Amazon special sale for 454 rupees. A very good deal. To buy all these books. So here's the end page in blue, and like other books, similar designs and all. And here are the contents. There's a foreword, and the stories are The Prince and the Tower, The Cuckoo Clock, The Girl in the Book, The Princess and the Goblins, The Water Babies, Amelia and the Elves, The Ruby Ring, and lastly about the stories and afterword from the editors. So these are the contents of the book. So here's The Prince in the Tower. The books are similar to the other books. All these three books are like recently released books in the illustrated story collections. They're of similar size, a much larger version compared to the other illustrated story collection book. But they're amazing books with the stories you have not heard at all. So this contains courageous stories, the water babies, mini fairy tales, Amelia and the elves, the ruby ring, a fairy tale from England. This is a wonderful book. These are wonderful book for story lovers who want to read new stories. So here about the stories, small details about the origin has been given here, and afterward from the editors. This book has totally 208 pages, similar end page. So this is the forgotten fairy tales of kindness and courage. So these are the forgotten fairy tales and brave and brilliant girls collection from Usborne. Please subscribe to my channel for more such amazing books. See you next time.